When the plantation owner was threatening to sell his slaves, it brought great fear over everyone because they knew that they could be split up and sold across the nation. Families would be just split up, children from their parents, brothers and sisters, never to see each other again. Grandparents would be split from their families, never to know what happened to them. It was an agonizing and painful time to sit and watch loved ones sold away one by one. But this often happened after New Year's Day during slavery. But this one group of slaves on a plantation in Virginia decided that they wasn't having this. There was a hoodoo doctor who lived nearby, so they sent the elders to go see him for help. The root doctor told them to collect a certain amount of money because some of them were hired out and received payment for their services. The amount was so small, so the community was able to quickly raise the amount of money that the hoodoo doctor was asking for. And so they paid him. Now, one night, the hoodoo doctor quietly slipped on the plantation and to the steps of the big house. There he pulled out this small cloth bundle out of his pocket, and he cupped it in his hands, and he began to whisper to it. He caressed it gently. He talked silently to it for a long while. Now some of the slaves seen him and were secretly watching him the whole time. Finally, he placed the small little bundle under the steps of the big house. Now early that morning, as some of the slaves were getting up and making their way to the kitchen and the yards for work around the big house, they seen the old plantation owner come out of the front door as he usually did every morning and walk down the steps to look around at the yard. And they knew the moment he stepped over those steps where that bundle, that root was placed, his fate was sealed. And sure enough, it was. Very soon afterwards, that same day, he became very ill, and all of a sudden his heart softened for the enslaved ancestors on his plantation. So he couldn't dare part with them or treat them harsh ever again. So there were no more whippings, and no one was sold. And the ancestors stayed on the plantation until well after emancipation. The ancestors worked together to overcome their challenge. They bonded together in true unity. They sacrificed what little bit of money they had, some of them had, and they put their faith in hoodoo to turn the situation around, and it did. Well, I hope you enjoyed this account from the ancestors. This is a true account that has been shared. Please consider supporting my work at my website. I have the 2024 Hoodoo Almanac, Soulful Divination, and Root Work for the Home books. These are actual physical books that are for sale. I really would appreciate your support of my work. And you can get this entire bundle at my eBay store for one low price. Thank you, and look forward to talking with you again in the next video. Have a prosperous and strong hoodoo journey.